guys, how you doing? How's everybody doing? I've got my camera kind of tilted on its side, so I'm going to try to look at you, but I'm looking at myself, and I'm trying to look at the camera lens, so hopefully this will work. Oh, and of course I swallowed something wrong. So I'm just going to move this over. Okay, now I totally messed it up. Okay, so here we go. Husband went over to the ranch store really quick, and so while he's over at the ranch store, I thought, you know what, I'm going to shoot a really quick video. So I'm going to show you what I warmed in the past 6 weeks. And I'm going to start with iced pine. And iced pine is green fir pine kissed by peppermint. Now, this is a nice strong pine Christmassy scent. This is not for the faint of heart. I mean, if you don't like pine scents, stay away from this one. If you like them and you say, yeah, just give me the pine, this is one that's going to blow your socks off. It's really, really strong, and I absolutely love it. So, and I finished this one, so I'm excited about that. Another pine scent that I went through and finished was Huckleberry Wreath. I absolutely love this one. It's not as strong as this one. This one is really awesome because you really can smell those berries in there. And this is a crimson red currant, and a handful of huckleberries brighten a wreath of frosted fir. So there's definitely some of that fir needle going in there, but the huckleberries are amazing. I like this one. I can definitely smell the huckleberries. It was good. I really enjoyed this one. And I think, is that all the pine? No. I went through some Sugarplumberry, and of course, I didn't finish it all. Of course not. It's a brick. But I so enjoyed this one. And in fact, this past holiday season, this gets the star of the show for the month of December especially, because I like this one. In fact, this one's in my club. So this is a jolly holiday brew of spiced citrus peels, evergreen berries, sugar plums, and cinnamon sticks. And you know, the evergreen and the berries is totally there. They're kind of synonymous. They're like together, and the cinnamon is like in the background. So it's not an overpowering cinnamon. I just really like that one. In fact, I'll probably warm that one year round. Another one that I went through is Candied Cranberry Pecan, and this one was delightful. I really like this one. This one is classic cranberries pecans, sweetened by sugar cane and a ribbon of brandied plum. And the brandied plum is kind of in the back, like a back note. But it's kind of almost got like the cozy cranberry vibe. It kind of has that, but not totally. This is more of a tart cranberry, and I really enjoyed that one. So, Candied Cranberry Pecan. And then another one that I went through, where is it? Perfect Pumpkin Pear. Now, Perfect Pumpkin Pear, when I got it, I thought, man, that's really different. And when I first got it, the first time I warmed it, I tried to warm it with bakery scents. You know why it didn't work? Because it wasn't intended to be warmed with bakery scents. This one is more of a fresh air pumpkin. And the scent notes on this one is fall fresh pumpkin, crisp golden pears, mingle with breeze drifting cloves, and sandalwood accents. And I think it's the sandalwood and the pumpkin that says, hey, you know what? We have more of a fresh air quality about us with the pumpkin. And so, you know what? I honestly think that I don't know if there's anything I can mix this with. And my nose changed with this one. I went from like, I'm not so sure about it, yes, I'll warm it, to now I really enjoyed this one. And I enjoyed it so much that I even complimented it with the room spray. And I took the room spray with me on vacation to Wyoming over the holidays. So, yeah, so this one, a total thumbs up. Another one that I warmed was, let's see, that's not Scentsy, is caramel sugar cookie. Now, caramel sugar cookie was in brick form along with this one. And I'm glad I just got the little bar of it in my Scentsy Club because I don't think I'll be repurchasing it. It was great. It was just too sweet for me. It was too much of a caramely sweet cookie. And I just needed to tone it down a notch or two, you know. It's buttery notes of creamy caramel and vanilla bean dusted with a touch of sugar. I don't think it was dusted with just a touch of sugar. I think there's a lot of sugar in here. It was nice and I enjoyed it, but I took it out of my Scentsy Club. I don't think I'll be repurchasing this one. All right, another one that was really sweet, really strong was Caramel Apple Craze, and I forgot how strong this one was. I filled up my warmers, warmed them for a day, and then shut off my warmers and left the house for about a week and came back, and holy smokes, I swear to goodness, this one is now seeped into my walls because it smelled really good for one thing, but the warmers weren't even on, and I got blasted by Caramel Apple Craze. And it is creamy golden caramel, red delicious apples, and whipped vanilla. And I've got more bars of this. It's really good, and I complimented it with a Johnny Appleseed spray, which was totally awesome. Now, I have the spray for the Caramel Apple Craze, but it would have been too much. So I used some of my Johnny Appleseed spray. It was really nice. And the thing of it is, and this one can last a very long time. I think in my last video I said day 5. I pulled this one out on day 4 just because I got sick of it. I think this one could easily last a week. I seriously think that you could get some good scent out of this for a very long time. So yeah, Caramel Apple Craze. And then I went through, let's see how many, that was my last Scentsy, it's not. I went through a bar of Ambrosia. This is so nice. This pour date is 11/28/17, so I knew it was time to get this one gone. And the scent notes are, this is what Scentsy says, like the sweetest fruit salad over tropical pineapple, mandarin, orange slices, juicy pears, and ripe Concord grapes with hints of jam and fruit nectar. Now, that's a lot of fruit. The fruit nectar is kind of like an old-timey fruit thing. I remember my grandma drinking apricot nectar. I thought it was totally disgusting. But this is good. This is a very nostalgic Ambrosia salad. Very much so. It smells so good. It doesn't smell like any kind of fruit salad you've ever smelled before. To me, it's very nostalgic. To me, I almost thought I could smell maraschino cherries, but it doesn't say anything about maraschino cherries. But it also kind of reminds me of the, you know, where they take the whipped cream and the Jell-O and they whip it up and you buy it already mixed like that. It kind of reminds me of that. So yeah, this is yummy. I love it. If it ever came back out again, I would definitely buy it. So that is Ambrosia. And then I went through a clam of Rainy Spring Day from Better Homes and Gardens, and I totally like this. The only thing that I don't like about this, it was very light. It's great for a tiny room like a bathroom, but don't expect it to do anything in an open concept area because you won't smell it. It'll get lost. It's crisp blend of marines, zesty bergamot, lively greens infused with aquatic florals and oak with elements of musk and amber. And when I read the scent notes this morning on this, I thought, yes, there's definitely a little bit of amber and a little bit of musk with some floral and some greens, which totally makes this smell like a rainy spring day. It really does make you think of spring. And right now it's snowing outside. And so I kind of really needed this one. And then I went through a bar of, well, I worked on a bar of French lavender. I really like this one, you guys. This is just basically, oh my goodness, it's like a fresh air lavender. You guys, it's beautiful. I will definitely repurchase this one again. It's herbal fragrance of wild lavender from the hills of France. I mean, the description alone makes you just want to go to France, you know, and just check out the scenery, check out the lavender. It smells so good. I love this one. So, yeah, it's French lavender. And then, whoops, then another partial one that I went through was Butter Pecan. And when Brindle came to see me a couple weeks ago, she picked this one out. We picked it out in a scent cup, and we used some of my clam up, so it smelled very good in here. And it totally reminds me of maple nut ice cream. And it's candied pecan, not cranberry, candied pecan, maple folded with butter. It's delicious. And this is, this one I got back in October of 2018, which was the scent of the month. Back then, I still have a few bars of this left. But even though it's older, it still smells really, really good. And then I went through a scent pod of Lavender Cotton. And I got this one in a whiff box, like I did this little one. And it is purple lavender, soft cotton, and daisy blossom. Now, a year and a half ago when I first smelled this, I didn't like it. And I think what the problem was is I put too many out in my warmers because it gave me one heck of a headache. This time it didn't, and I used less. I actually used this, and I actually used a little bit of the French lavender at the same time. This time it worked. This time the blend between the two was wonderful. I totally loved both of these together. And then another one I went through is from Crafty Barista. I started using some of my Crafty Barista. I used Pumpkin Crunch Pizzelles, and these were like little jack-o'-lanterns. And I just dropped one. These are so yummy. I've never smelled a Pizzelle, nor have I tasted a Pizzelle. And those are like those little cookies that you make with the little cast iron dipper, and you dip your batter in, and then you in the cookie mixture, and then you deep fry it. I've seen it done, but I've never tasted one or smelled one. But this is just like a sweet pumpkin goodness. I love this one. It's very, very bakery. It's a creamy pumpkin, hint of spice and cake. So that one was very good. And then I went through some Carbs from Rose Girls. I almost was able to finish this one. Almost, but not quite. It's so good. It's just bakery goodness. Just total bakery goodness. It was delicious. I just love it. It smells so good. And then I went through a cube. Whoa. This is called Coffee. It's pretty much coffee. I bought it. It's made by Red Shed. And I bought it at the Tractor Supply about a week ago. They had a big sale going on over there. I got this for half off. Actually, I got it more than that. It was only $6. And this smells amazing. Oh, it's really, really good. So, yeah, coffee. And then I was able to go through a couple testers, one in Snowberry and the other one in Very Merry Cranberry. And Snowberry, I've always loved Snowberry. Snowberry is right up there with Cranberry Garland. And I didn't have any wax bars of Snowberry on hand, so I used that one up. And then the Very Merry Cranberry is just very, very wonderful. It's just so nice. It's just cranberries. It just smells like a cranberry Christmas. It is so good. And then last but not least, I went through a scent circle in Cranberry Garland. So that is what I used up in the past, or worked on in the past 6 weeks. And now I'm going to show you what I want to warm coming up. here we go. I'm going to work on some room sprays. I've got Christmas Cuddles, and I have Saddle Up. So I'm going to work on those. And then I'm going to work on some Crafty Barista, Butterscotch, Nilla Wafers. Isn't that cute? It's a little bundt cake. You guys, it still smells so good. And then I'm going to work on some Fizzy Pops by Rose Girls. And then I'm going to try some Pina Colada from Better Homes and Gardens. And then I was gifted this over the holidays. It's made by Scentorini. It's called Cherry Blossom. I thought I would give that a try. And then on to the Scentsy. I'm going to work on some sugared strawberry. Rum Raisin Cookie. I have an old bar of Toasty Cabin. Need to get that one. I think the pour date is 10/11/18. So I need to get that one gone. And then I'm going to work on some more ginger and spruce brick. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited. I was unable to finish any candles last month. And you know what? I'm not going to burn any candles this next coming month. I'm just busy. Barry and I are going to be doing a lot of traveling. And it's probably going to take me a while to get this done. Because Barry's so sensitive. He can't handle a lot of heavy, heavy stuff going on. So, I've had to shut down some of my warmers and warm less, but it's all good. It's all good. I don't want him to have any allergic reactions or anything like that. So, and he hasn't. It's just that the first day that he was home, he was kind of choking a little bit once he came in out of the oil field. And I was like, is the Scentsy bothering you, or is the warmers bothering you? And he was like, just a little bit. So I've had to kind of tone it down just a little bit, but that's okay. That's all right with me. I'm still enjoying my wax. So, and that's what it's all about. So, hey, you guys have a great day, and I will be talking to you soon. Bye.